do you literally just say to a woman, how many people have you had sex with?
I have made the statement multiple times. I can tell based on how agreeable you are, how strong and independent you are, that you are more likely to be a promiscuous woman than you are not.
Okay. So
I've never heard that in my life.
You live in
Have you seen any aggressive
This is going to be a great question. We're going to get, this is what Will wanted, right? You want the full enchilada. Sure. How many people do you think I've had sex with?
Yeah.
Based on how I look.
I'm not on a date with you.
It doesn't matter. Based on how I look, based on how I'm spoken, based on my opinion, how many people, and I will tell you my number. You tell me, I'm 40 years old, I've never been married, and I had sex for the first time when I was 18, almost 19 years old. How many people do you think I've had sex with?
Okay, my answer was based on if we were dating and I'm attracted to you, I can tell. If I'm not choosing you to be my long-term partner, I would not care and I would not take that as a cue. Why would I care? If you are someone that I look as a potential long-term partner, I have to be attracted to.
Not that I would ever go on a fucking date with you, but pretend that we are on a date and that you are attracted to me.
What? I've just made my point.
You haven't made a point. He hasn't made a point. Like,
how many people have I had sex with? You're so good at this.
Why does that matter to me? Why does that matter to me?
It matters.
It's an example.
You can tell. You can assume. You just said you live in a assumption according to her persona.
Because she's a strong, independent woman.
That's not a hypothetical. I can tell if I'm dating you.
Dating you in real time, not over an online podcast.
Yeah. I'm not dating you. I'm not attracted to you, so I'm not looking for hints of your behavior. That's why I cannot answer that question.
That's what I call cap.
In what sense?
You got to use the word.
Yeah, it's not confusing. Right? This is the thing that you confuse yourselves with the question that you ask, right? Because I'm telling you, it's not a hypothetical.
It is. It is. I just think it's crazy because I feel like you are saying. So if a woman has 2 or 3 bodies at best, and let's say she's 35 and she's strong and she's independent and she's never been married, you're basically saying that that's impossible.
No.
Or highly unlikely. Yep. Even though because she's independent and because she's strong-minded, she can't have a low body count.
Okay, tell me a woman that is like that.
Me.
I know a lot of women in my life. I know I'm like some women. I'm like, oh my God, like, have you even lived life yet? Like it's unreal. Some women just don't fucking sleep around, and they're very successful and they're independent. Me! I don't understand. That's a crazy. I don't even understand who the fuck even came up with that concept.
Let me break it down. Look, let me break it. Look, real quick. Let me break it down for you because I want to look. If I was dating Shannon, right, and she told me that the first time she had sex was 18, and she's you're 40 right now, right? Right. So that's 22 years. So based on that information, she's 22 years in the sexual marketplace. We live in a generation today where casual sex is the norm, where everybody's having sex. That's the norm, right? So as a man, if I had to make a judgment purely on that, and I had to take an assessment, like, should I pursue this woman that has been in the market for 22 years, and she tells me she has a low body count, but I know majority of women today, there are some women that don't do it. Shout out to them. But I know, because we are all live in the real world, most women are having, and most men too, everybody's fucking. So just based on that information, I would say 22 years in the sexual marketplace, she hasn't had a relationship, knowing everybody, that's the social norm in America, where everybody's having sex. That's a good assessment for me. Like, she probably has a high body count. Is it true? I don't know. But from the information, I will make that judgment.
I had a relationship longer than most people's marriages. My first boyfriend in college, I dated for 5 years. My second long-term boyfriend was almost 10 years. I've been single now for almost 4 years, and I've had sex with one person in that 4-year span that I was in an on and off relationship with for 2 years. So I think that's fucking bullshit.
Again,
I'm just saying that's the judgment. I'm just making a judgment based on the information that you get. If I dated you, that's the information you gave me.
If that's the judgment that women are getting, I'm so fucking glad I'm single.